Alright, I guess we can start this show. So, welcome back. Today we will be continuing the building of the communism in the frozen wasteland of Manitoba. This is day 20 of the 5-year plan, and let's get into it. This is going to be a very long 5-year plan, by the way. Alright, to go and recap a little bit of what's going on here, we have a bunch of bunkhouses and the living quarters over here. We have a guard station that's covering most of these houses. We have another guard station here too, and this one. We also have a fighting arenas to keep people entertained. We have a coal production facilities in here to keep our colony well supplied with good fantastic and the best coal in the world. We also have a steelworks in here, manned by 2 automatons. These are also being worked by the automatons here too. We have some storage here and a glorious generator, as well as some fooderies and hunteries in this region. One thing I do want to check is, yes, we need to keep this sucker cold, otherwise it's like good to start spreading disease and shit. Alright, we also have a wood production going through here, and it's also being manned by an automaton. And in terms of the entertainment facilities, we have a proletariat-approved propaganda center in here. We have a party-staffed public house with horse, so that's our state-approved horary. We have some hospital, and we have a factory production, as well as engineering center. We have a bunch of space right next to our generator without anything on it. We'll have to figure out what to do with it. Okay, so that's our city over here. On the global view, we have these guys coming back for whatever bloody reason. Oh, they're bringing the survivors back. And we have set up a mining outpost to bring us the steam cores, and these fine gentlemen are going on to these question marks to the ice corridor across the entire map because it was silly, and sent them here. And they will do exploration in this area, while these guys, after dumping of people by the our city, will go and continue exploring this side. Alright, let's resume our activities. And oh, look at that. You know what? Some of these are different. Like they're not standard communist design. They're very customized. I'm not sure if I like that. So let's check our coal consumption. Coal consumption is fantastic. What? Now they're starting to steal. Okay. Let's retrieve some food. Oh yeah, I forgot to read that. But basically, Londoners decided to steal a bunch of food from our glorious city for their own nefarious purposes. You are not supposed to be working in the bourgeoisie hours. All of you are working in the proper communist hours. Perfect. Weird. Why is it not to 10? Oh, this guy killed over. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, also our recent addition are these agitators. Basically they are a loudspeakers that broadcast fantastic messages and happy advertisements to our people, so they work better. Alright, what do we have here? Oh god. Poet suicide. Sir, one of our people has committed suicide. Well, that is very uncommunistic behavior. He should be ashamed for himself. In his spare time, he wrote poems about loss, suffering, and the death of hope. Well, we have so much hope that that's why he committed suicide. We have so much hope that he cannot write about death of hope, because we have so much of it. Our propaganda center waged a campaign against him to protect our people from his influence. Now people might blame us for his suicide. On unless you make it look like he drank himself to death. You know what? Yeah, like, our people they have other concerns, and he probably did drink himself to death too, so like, he's a poet in the communist city, so... Besides, who gave him the job of a poet? You're supposed to be like doing stuff. Anyways, for his poem, some discontent rises a little bit, but our hope is good. Oh yeah, another thing is, you notice that we have an amputee over here. So this guy got himself into trouble, and we had to amputate his leg or arm, we don't know. But what we will do now is, for our next law, we are going to do the care house and then prosthetics. So we will give a man a new shiny arm, and he will be able to continue contributing to the great success of our 5-year plan. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. So we have coal income.
Come, lad. We must work harder.
Alright, advanced steelworks research. This is fantastic, because we will be able to get even more steel. Oh, we should get this sucker too, because this will decrease the consumption of coal for steam hubs, and it's always a good thing. Right, that's steelworks. We also should upgrade this one, because we might be going into the wood shortage at some point, especially since we want to upgrade these to the Khrushchevkas. Oh, why you guys not working? Yeah, I think I got a good system going here. I might need another one. Can I fit one? No. Well, boom. Oh, I can fit one this way. Yeah, let's build it. We have a bunch of unemployed engineers, so that's good. Okay, this is good. Everybody's working. Everybody's working at 20%. We have food, which we are kind of starting to run out. Let's build another hot toy. We have a perfect place for it right here. I think I might need a couple more of these, just because we will have more and more people coming in. We will also need to stockpile a bunch of food. And we have an ungodly amount of food and human resources anyways. Right, gentlemen. Man your battle stations. Wow, that was quick. Alright. Heaters. Don't really need these yet. We do want this. This will increase our automation efficiency by 10% more, bringing it to 85%. Although, I think this might be even more important, because this will allow us to get to 50% more cores before shit's gonna happen. Oh yeah, look at these metalworks. This is amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, so agitators do not increase the efficiency of automations. So That's good to know. Automations cannot be agitated. They kind of have the same thing as the Overlord has when he gets too agitated. He gets like an auto calm down. Oh, okay. Right, so we'll have another 30 food income.
Workday is up. Return your tools.
Oh yeah, look at that coal income. Holy crap, this is fantastic. Right, scouts returned. We got a bunch of resources, and let's send them back. Off you go to the frozen pond. This place is the only thing standing out of the out in the endless desert, white desert. But yeah, it would be nice if you could like, if the scouts are going too far, like for example, like over there, that's pretty far. It would be nice if they could use airships to just get them there, and just like have the airship wait for them when they return. All right, we have some people without housing here. This will not stand. Okay. So I'm thinking also of building a fighting ring in here, because this one covers up to here. This one doesn't cover any of these guys at all, which is not good. Right? Faster outpost. So then we can get our integration. Look at that steel income. Holy crap. We'll be having steel for days. Now look at that food go down. Oh, this isn't good. It's gonna get colder soon. Another theft. Captain, Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 25 food rations from stockpiles. These bastards. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy ideas before the needs of the city. Send guards to catch them. Are you okay in there? What are you doing there? This? Why are you not working? Alright. Caught in the act. Our guards did a good job. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put the to the thievery what we should do with the thief. So we can let him go, but we will prepare a place for him soon. So that's 3 days to build a prison. I don't want to build a prison at the moment. We can banish him and kick him out of the city, and basically that's a death sentence. Or people will decide their fate. That is also a death sentence. Well, you know, he wanted to leave for London. He can do that. My blessings. Right. Act of vandalism. Loyal citizens have reported. A loyal citizen has reported that he saw a group of young people vandalizing the propaganda center. What the? Come on, man. They wrote, Wake up, people! In big letters and on the big letters on the outer wall. What should we do? Punish the guilty. Some people might get hurt. Remove the writing. Hope it will rise slightly. Let's do that. They'll come around. This is a try and change, so it's going to be difficult for them to adjust. Alright. So our coal consumption. This is fantastic. This is super good. Okay. As soon as it gets cold, I will need to take a look at what's going on with the heating levels, just to make sure everybody's warm. It doesn't clog up the healthcare system.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Right. So. Let's. Right. So everything is warm. It's not. It's livable. It's not super hot, but it's livable. That's fine. Right.
Order, people.
We
Let's
upgraded
march
the
to work.
automation. Resources wise, don't really use this. Gathering post. Let's do that because I believe our people. Well, yeah. Let's make sure that they're nice and. Well, they are. So I'm catching up on the chat here. Damn it all, there was hoping they would overflow with the machine spectre of communism. They are. They're just like, it's a process. It's like, it doesn't happen immediately. Well, he wanted to go to London, so cut off his hands, then banish without prosthetics. Like, we're not barbarians here. We're civilized people. We're civilized communists, so he'll probably be okay. Like, people will find him outside, just sleeping, be doing fine. He'll be cool. Alright, so I think we might need to get the food storage going. Oh, we definitely need more wood so we can build more storage places. Confused why we don't have adjacency bonuses. Maybe they patched it or something like that, but I remember there was an adjacency bonus for these things. If these two like adjacent to each other, they get some efficiency increase. Letter of thanks. Sir, an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter to you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They're plain people, so it reads like a bad poetry. But here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of this automaton working tirelessly in inhumane cold, where previously they toiled and suffered, is something worth living for. Yeah, this is. See, you asked for them to be overflowing with the machine spirit of communism. There you go. Bam. You ask and you shall receive. And now we have a group of launderers who will abandon their cause. So more launderers were just like, this is good. This is fine. Alright, next on our list here will probably be a steel drill. And then we'll go into the last level of research here, just to make sure that all of these houses will be in the warm condition. We have so much coal, people are even trying to grab it. So we have about 3 days of coal left, and it's going to increase. Oh yeah, let's tell everybody that everything's okay. Boom. Alright. The Londoners prey on discontent. If you are persuaded, a member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He is trying to scare as many people as possible into joining the exodus to London. But his visions of doom ring false in the ears of people who are content with the situation in our city. Yeah, no shit. The number of Londoners will increase if we let him speak. The number of Londoners will rise slightly if we chase him away. Or if we disperse the crowd, discontent will rise and people may get hurt. You know what? He can speak. This is a special sort of community. We're not going to prosecute people for this kind of thing just because there is no point. They will see the light of communism and will convert on their own. We will not need to use heavy-handed tactics. And if we do, we'll use them vigorously. Alright. We got steam ball drills, we got the heating stuff, we got the automations. I don't care about additional scouts, it's like 3 of them. Two teams is enough. This would be important, but not the other. Yeah, let's research the next level. We also should upgrade the houses and stuff like that. But let's do this first. Yeah. We could actually set up another one. We do have an extra automation just farting around not doing anything. Let's do this. So as you can see, most of our people are just hanging around in more of the warm environments, so we don't really get any sick people, which is fantastic. Oh god, another theft, really? Didn't we just catch the guy? Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They have taken 59 food rations from our holy shit! Wow. People are angry that Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. Let's see if we can recover. Because that's bloody ridiculous. I do not know. Also, I want to build a... So we have a bunch of hunteries going on. I do want to build a hot housery. So we will have a different source of food. Maybe even 2. We do have like tons of steam cores, and that should get us 2 more automations to work on it. it at this point because hunters are doing a really good job on their own, but I kind of like to have a variety. Alright, what do we have? First casualty. Sir, we have had our first duel to the death. Apparently, the killer had held a long-time grudge against another man and challenged him to a duel. Well, this is unfortunate. I guess this is the first time somebody died from that duel. So there's that. Murdered on duty. One of our guardsmen has been beaten to death while chasing the launderers. We caught one of the thieves, but he is not the murderer. What should we do with him? Well, he should be banished. Yeah. Justice. Catch the launderers. Show them that we aren't afraid. It won't bring him back, but it's the right thing to do. I agree with you. This is the communist way. So I have this space. Fighting arena? Let's have a fighting arena here. Because why not? Oh, right, we got the law. Okay, station. Warehouse. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for a low cost in special homes. So basically, right now, this amputee guy is just chilling in one of in the infirmary and is like not doing any work or whatever. So what we'll do is we'll build a care house over here. And he will be chilling now in the care house instead of where is he? Yeah, he's taking room in the bunkhouse. So instead of the bunkhouse, he will be living in the happy place. Let's get cut once. Well, I guess we'll have to research this. So he will be living in the care house instead of taking in proper housing. But he's not going to be doing that for long. Next time this runs around, we will be able to give him a badass looking mega mechanical hand. He will be like even better than he was before. Oh, that was an actual
Order, people. Let's march to work.
Yes. Care house promise fulfilled. Right. So again, we don't need to hit it because the activation is doing everything on its own. It's working at 85% efficiency. We're getting 17 wood per tick. Which is kind of low. Why are you flashing at me? Right. So we have two automations going on here, and they will be working at these whole houses. I was hoping they will be in the range of a generator, but I think we'll need to extend it by one more tick. It'll be fine. Right now, they're still good. Redesign is going to be great because we will spend less materials building them. So we'll get this guy going first. Right. You will be the orcs. Yes. In the name of Karl Marx. In memory of him. Actually, he should be like living during this time if he didn't die. Okay, so we have house. Usually house would cost 35 wood and 25 steel. But we're going to make sure it's a little cheaper. Yeah, this time. Oh right, we couldn't because wood is not sufficient for this. Alright. Mark's bonus is going to be working here. So as you can see, we are getting 2.6 food per hour. And because automation is working on it, we're going to be getting 2.6 during the entire day. And that translates into what, like about 50-ish food per day, raw food per day, which equals to almost 1.5 of these, which is fantastic. Alright. I'm running on the communist. Name one vendor, please. Yes. That is a fantastic idea. I was just going to say I'm running out of the communist name ideas. Here you go. We will be naming this. That's a good. The people's banter. There. Ooh. And this is going to be the greatest automation ever built.
Rest time. Work is done
I
for
will.
the day.
So, because it is Bander, he's going to get assigned to a. Oh, I guess I can't really assign a specific. No, I can't. Okay. So I'm going to assign Bender to the steelworks. I hope the Bender is going to go to the steelworks. Are you? Are you going to the steelworks? No? God damn it. Well, he has a mind of its own. Well, I guess it makes sense because this is the hothouse, so they're making like food in here, and food can be fermented into producing booze, which better ingredients. Alright, so now we have generator upgrade to make everybody here nice and comfortable. Yes, this is the Cuban resort, the 5-star Cuban resort. Complete actually with guard towers, guards, and the propaganda center. I made the joke without fully realizing how close to actual Cuban situation this is. Other than snow, this is like Cuba. And we even have like a bunch of the people just relaxing here, not doing anything. That is not the communist way. Let's find some work for them. Alright, so we have these two houses not covered by a guard tower. So we could build a guard tower somewhere around here to cover these two houses. Maybe move these two over here. Slap another one of these beautiful beasts on the corner in here. And run it at the range 1. And that should like get all of our... No, I'm actually from Ukraine. which is, you know, former Soviet place, so I do get some of the rights for name and everything in the Soviet names. Alright, so I have one. How the hell did you get... This is not the communist. Oh, I'm guessing because everything is like not warm, it's more like livable, so they still have a very low risk, but because we have like 300, almost 400 people, that very low risk translates into almost a certain thing. Right, so we have a bunch of scouts, got themselves finally to the ice corridor. We're following the white corridor of crushed ice that the American dreadnought, the USS Hephaestus, left in its wake. By the way, badass name, Hephaestus. That's, by the way, a Greek god of blacksmithery and stuff like that. Pretty cool name. Alright, the triumph of engineering. We marvel at the thick slabs of ice that have been crushed and swept aside by the American dreadnought. Why didn't they say the Hephaestus? His name is the Hephaestus, so whatever, the Hephaestus. Soon we might be able to learn how it managed to accomplish such a feat. We can see a huge silhouette in the distance, which might be its sister ship, Prometheus, also from the Greek mythology. Sites discovered, icebound dreadnought. Oh, holy crap! There is like absolutely nothing here. This we did. The silhouette of a huge ship. It's most likely the wreckage of the USS Prometheus. The other American dreadnought. There are no signs of life. Well, we should investigate it. By the way, what the hell are our those guys doing? City every one day. Usually there is like a team going back and forth. Maybe because it's night and I can't see it. Right. Sabotage! What? I'm outraged. Sir, an agitator has been vandalized. Someone removed a part from it and wrote, "Stop squeaking all day" on its base. Well, this is kind of like that's stolen me. Like I wouldn't do that. Right now I have a bit of a fight with my neighbors exactly for this bloody reason. They have the wind chimes on their balcony and they're bloody annoying, like 24/7. So I do understand why they did this, but this is not a communist way. They should be ashamed of themselves. It seems not all of our people want to work more efficiently. That is definitely not the communist way. We shall repair. I understand you. Right, so these guys just work a 24-hour shift. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's because nobody's here. Alright, so you guys are working 24-hour shift. Right. Yeah, we're getting people sick because small percentage chance of people getting sick. Well, let's give them extra food so our patients are going to get out of the healthcare system quicker. Also, this is going to take place. Well, it's going to get warmer anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. But that means that 7 people are not working right now. They're letting their comrades down in the most unpatriotic way possible. Right. So let's guard station over here. Alright. Another bunch of our intrepid explorers came upon a frozen pond A distinct spot in Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Excellent. Our search hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Carry on. So specifically these snow-covered supplies. Off you go there. Some people abandon wanderers. So they should. It's gonna get warmer. So I'm gonna keep the steam level at 3, even though we went up by 2 levels. When the research finishes, I'm gonna keep the steam level at 3, and just so we save some coal. We kind of made a shitload of coal anyways, but we can still save some. Because I will start building more of the warehouses, and we'll need to start stockpiling coal like crazy. Actually, let's do just that. Oh, wait. Right, we upgraded the houses, and upgraded the houses. The cost of building them, so now we are at 25 wood and 15 steel. So let's upgrade all of these to a proper focus. A pinnacle of Soviet engineering. Why didn't they build a house here? Oh, I think it was outside the range of Steve Hub at some point. Or, no, it's outside the range of these guys. Ah, I see. That's fine. Sure, we're not going to get any more people, so this might be it in terms of our urban sprawl. We will be outside of the fighting area range. Right. Oh, missed it. Guys are outside the fighting area range too. Disappointed, but right. Scouts reach the icebound dreadnought. Most of the machinery aboard the USS Prometheus has been dismantled and taken away. The massive steam hammer used to split the thickest of ice lies broken by the ship's bow. That thing looks sick. Calculating genius. The dreadnought is stripped of useful machinery, but its hull contains enough steel to justify establishing an outpost here. On the bridge, we found a log with Tesla's latest orders. Transfer all supplies and able-bodied survivors aboard Hephaestus. Take the amputees only if you have prostheses to make them useful. Prostheses? I guess like the prosthetics thing. Right, we'll take the resources and go to the supply depot over here. Yeah, right. And then we can build a couple more resource depots. I probably should get like a bigger one built. Yeah, run out of wood. Now, since we're running of wood so vigorously, we can get a next level upgrade for the drill and be happy about it. I still haven't built coal mines, which I probably should, just to have them. Although Not really. We don't really. Why is my hope is good? Oh, it's probably because everybody does not have a home and everybody's like, oh god, we don't have a home. Just wait, Khrushchevkas are on their way. Snow cover supplies. The snow covering the crates is deep, but we're sure there's some valuable supplies buried down. Search the area. Under the snow, we uncovered many crates full of supplies. There is no telling who might have left them there. Well, you just bloody read the log. It's what Tesla's did. Come on, keep up, man. Alright, I think that's it for this area over here. So we're going to come back and do another stupid thing and bring them over to this way. Because in here there's going to be like a bunch of new discoveries at some point, but I'll do my thing here so I can actually see the chat. Alright. Oh no, the automation, stuck automation. Sir, an automation has entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other. And that means shutting down either the automation or the building. God damn it, is it like a freaking, what is it called, corgi getting stuck in stuff behind the cushions of the sofa? Shut down the automation, shut down the advanced steelworks. Ooh. Well, we have tons of steel, I think, so let's... Doesn't really matter because I don't really want to move the automation from there. That's the team. You reached the point. Come on.
What day end?
Advanced.
Time for rest.
Drill. There. Bam. Bam. Now, book of laws, adaptation. We have prosthetics. Everyone wants to continue to contribute to the survival of our city. If we can bring amputees back to full fitness, we should do it. Yeah, and look at this sick prosthetics. Like, that was better than what we before.
Listen, everyone.
Also commendable for
New law
honestly.
is signed.
Londoners prey on discontent. A member of Londoners is talking to the crowd. He's trying to scare as many people as possible to join. You could just chill. Just do your thing. Again, our hope is going to rise with the housing that we have going on here. Right. We can make more efficient coal thumpers. We don't care about that. We kind of might want these ones, but health insulation, hot house or house insulation, but let's do the industrial hot house. This will allow us to produce pass a little bit more food for these things. Alright, these guys got to the supply depot. The shack is falling apart, but its contents still have some value to us. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. Perfect. And then we have a abandoned sawmill. And then we'll explore the stone ship, and I think we'll double back after. Alright, comrades. See, hope is skyrocketing. Discontent falls. And then we're going to make a prosthetics. Alright. Indeed, it's a sawmill. It hasn't been used in a very long time. Everything's covered in ice. Search the area. Not much left. There's probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing left of its but frozen soil. Should take that wood and continue to damage Snowcat. Whoa, 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 why did you stop working? This is not the confidence to me. Alright, let's get some coal going, some food storage. I'm gonna use most of these for coal, but I do need some food here. Oh yeah, look at these badass snow trees. 20 wood per tick. This is amazing. Look at my horse is amazing. Alright, so the hothouse level 2. This will make it even better. This will make it even better. We could go for insulation because the hothouses, they produce food at a certain temperature. If it gets below cold, it will stop producing food. So insulation is useful for it, but probably not at this moment. I did want to get these ones boosted. Scots slats. So they will be much more efficient to get around. Like, look at these. These are the dream houses. These are the dream shulkers. There is no better living than in these. Alright, we got these. We actually have 2 steel motors to use. Well, temperature is going to drop 3 levels in 2
Order,
days.
people. Let's march to work.
This used to be a large snowcat. It's a steam turbine. Its steam turbine must have exploded, turning it into a heap of junk. We found some supplies inside the wreck, but surely we'll find good use for them. Now let's just steal, then let's double back the stone ship. Maximum number of expeditions. That's fine. Whoa. Oh, okay. House is getting upgraded. And why are you? What the hell are you doing? Oh, these guys are probably getting fuel now. Let's have well, I'll put the big one here. I think the big one will fit. So we have cover for 4 days. Right, let's move a bit faster. So what do we have on here? Generate wage. Let's keep this one for now. Let's get the automation integration. Increase it by another 10% to 90, and with our passive upgrade, they will be at 95% efficiency. Basically, it's going to be ridiculous. It's like replacing humans with machines. Okay, these guys return to the city. So now you can go that way.
Work day end. It's time for rest.
Alright, stone ship. A distinct spot in the Frostland. We can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Search there. Our search hasn't uncovered any new value, but we may be able to reach some more promising places from here. So you can see that right now we can't really do anything with it. So this is going to open up on chapter 3, which will happen in about 3 days. So we'll go have these guys drop off their stuff. By the way, we upgraded their sleds. Even though these guys have never been to the city, since then, they're moving 100% faster anyways. It's magic. Animations doing stuff. This is making it cheaper. Scouts, we don't need that. Well, let's go get the large resource. Because I kind of want to store up maybe 30,000 coal. And maybe like 4,000. Because if you're prepared for a bad thing, you better be over prepared for a bad thing. Yeah. Alright, large resource. Oh, it's very large. Holy shit, it's large. Balls. Like, holy shit, it's large. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna drop on here. No, right next to it. Wait, there we go. Wait, hey, I'm sure it is this. Right. Well, I think the very few things are left for us to do here. We can increase the efficiency of stuff. Like house insulation, which will be useful next day because we're gonna drop 30 degrees to -70. So these guys are going to get cold, even with my steam level increase. We'll beat cold and hunger. Yes, I'm proud to be a citizen of this city. Spoken like a true believer of communism. True party member.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Yes, we do. House insulation researched. Long hours of toil. Sir, our people are worn out. Some of them have been working on extended shifts for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. So this is one of those sort of quest things, is if we not have them work crazy shifts for 3 days, our hope will rise. I guess we should do that. Bourgeois yonders. Yeah, they can get a break. Because like we pretty much set for everything. We'll just like cleaning up some loose ends and stuff like that. For our checklists, progress will heal people 50% faster. Bam. Alright, so you will store food. Holy shit, that's a lot of food. You will store coal. That's a lot of coal. And I'll probably build another couple of these ones. Because why not? It's not like we're short on bloody steel or anything. Okay, so these guys got to their destination and they're just gonna chill in there. Get it? Chill. Alright, Scott, unit number 16 can return safely to the city. Wow, that's a lot of resources. Right, so these guys can go back
Not
over
day
here
end. It's time for rest.
and wait for the next chapter in 2 days. Alright. Okay, we got the prosthetics. We don't need that. We could get people drunk, but nah, we have other things to worry about. Alright, purpose. We can have a patrol. Ensuring the safety and order is of utmost importance to the long-term survival of our city. We can have that, or we can have a prison, or we can have a pledge of loyalty. This will get us snitches, which I don't really need. People will be persuaded to sign a pledge of loyalty, which will turn them into secret informers. This will provide a permanent home bonus. I don't really need that. I'm not planning. Well, let's have a question to the chat. Should we go full on authoritarian, or we just like do stuff that's beneficial and just leave the rest? So in the meantime, I'm gonna get the patrol.
New law! A new law has passed.
And yeah, let's actually take this off right away. Look at that. Look at that hope. Hope is so much hope. And zero discontent. Crazy. Let's check our consumption. Coal is good. Food consumption is... Well, we are gaining. Not as much as I hoped. But we are gaining. Let's get these two. Yeah. Oh, don't use extended shift. You can use the emergency shift. I will probably regret this. I will regret this in like 2 seconds. Nope. No, that's fine. Like, we're not allowed to use extended shifts, but we are good to use the 24-hour shifts. Right, we're full wood, full steel. So I guess for the next projects, we're going to set up a bunch of coal mines in here, just to have a...
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Oh right, I forgot to build these. Oops. So all of our houses are still warm. Could be better.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
So houses are warm. Infirmary is... yeah. Well, I guess I'll kick this over to the 4. And kiss goodbye to all of our coal. Checklist. Let's get this going. A little bit more food. I'm not gonna keep it at level 2. I'm gonna switch it to range because we don't really need that. Squeeze hope even more. This is a mega hope. Consumption. We're still gaining. Not much, but we're still gaining. Alright. Guard station. Watchdog. Sir, a child came to the guard station and gave the guardsman stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it with them when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate those who work hard to protect law and order in our city. I'm proud of them. my people are becoming true communists. Well, my hope is at max, or like almost at max. Oh, you like the informants? Oh, okay. Alright, sure. I guess we'll go then full out authoritarian. Alright, we got this one. Healthcare installation, flying hunters gear. What do we have in terms of heating here? Range. I kind of want to get this one so we can heat places more efficiently, but I'm not using it much at the moment. We do desperately need these two before the end of the game, but for now I think we're good. Additional scouts. Yeah, we'll be fine. So I guess let's go and start our coal mining operations. I'm gonna take off 2 automations, one from Steelworks, one from Gold Drill, and then I'm gonna toss them onto the coal mines when we get those ready.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
Researched. Let's go for steel coal mines or steam coal mines. Bam, bam. Okay, I'm gonna do ish. That and that. Oh, what the? How the hell did you manage to do that? We're prepared for home. How did you? What? Did he get a fucking frostbite just from walking towards his workplace? I'm confused. Well, somehow they get super sick. I have no idea how, because everything should be under the coverage of the steam hubs. Oopie, yes, it is. Oh, I bet this is because they were at the fighting arena, and these are the ones that you can't really heat up. So that's why they get super cold. Well, fortunately we do have an infirmary, and infirmary is really good at treating bad injuries. You know, I think we might need another one of those to process all of our food. Right? You guys asked for it. Making a prison.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
It's interesting that the prison would benefit from the fighting ring, the guard tower, and the heating. Yeah, we do need another cookhouse. Cookhouse.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Well, might as well put it here. Let's for level 3 coal mine. So minus 50 is already like super low now. It's not gonna get any more. Indignant woman. Sir, our guards have reported this woman for attacking them on patrol. She was cursing them and hitting them with her fists when they brought her in. I would have come by myself, the woman says. These swine have been pestering me all day in. Me day in and day out, and I'm sick of it. They say they need to check if everything is in order, but it's just an excuse for them to make advances. Okay. We can punish her, we can reprimand the guards, or we can skip this district on patrol, which will have less effect on the... You know, they should be doing their job, not like harassing people, so reprimand the guards. Oh, for that amount of discontent and hope? Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. I think I ran out of children. Alright, we have a prison. We can just grab a bunch of them. For shits and giggles. Let's do it. Just for shits and giggles. Guards has rounded up wrongdoers and put them in the prison. So now we have just one prisoner left. He was working in there. Advanced coal mine research. What? These bastards were working in the goddamn... preposterous. Right, increasing the coal mines. Wasn't able to increase this one yet. They're still building. So our coal stockpiling is not going as well as I hoped. We are missing one step. Wow, that was a lot of bloody Londoners that got nabbed by the guards. Now one of these provides me with 94 gold per hour. Oh, what's going on? No matter the cost, we couldn't let the Londoners leave. We did the right thing. No more diversion. We are one society. We are united again. If they'd left, they would have died. But we will all stay together. Oh yeah, I guess I finished the quest ahead of time because I converted the last Londoner and a bunch of them are just sitting in prison. Yes, puri prisoner. The Londoners, we won't be divided. The Londoners have been brought back into the fold. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We won a hard-fought victory over those who tried to tear us apart. The tragedy of Winterholm crushed our hope. Fear led some people to pursue mad schemes. We couldn't let them die in the frozen wasteland. We did what was necessary to keep all of us together. Together, we're stronger as a communist society. So, right now we don't really have anything else to do until the third chapter hits, which should be in a couple of days. Our Londoners are, cooling their heels in prison, and nobody left. which is interesting because usually if you get a couple of people that are still left as launderers at the end of the quest, there is a fight, and a bunch of people die, or like get hurt and stuff like that, and then the launderers leave, so you lose like a bunch of people. But we have managed to avoid doing all of it, and yeah, we're in a really good place right now. Look at that, efficiency 105%. Oh, that's because of the distinction. Yeah, 94. So we're getting 200 gold per hour. This thing is burning 43 per hour, and our total consumption is wow. That's insane. I'm just gonna put it on level 4 so I don't forget and just forget about it, because these two mines are ridiculous. In a good way, ridiculous. Alright.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Russian munition. Research. Okay. We can do coal thumpers next. Let's get some insulation going. Because it is going to get colder next day. Or day after. Alright, what's going on here? An angry rant. Sir, our guards report that a man is giving an impassioned speech to a small crowd accusing you of scheming to enslave us all. What a preposterous idea! Our captain is trying to keep you content, ignorant, and under control. Remember the new poor law. The what? The workhouses. That's how we live now. We're supposed to work and be quiet, but it's not too late. What the hell, new poor law? I never passed something like that. I'm confused. We also don't have workhouses. That's weird. Let him speak. It's his right. Discontent will rise. He's lying, chasing. You know what? Fucking yeah. He's lying. I never did these things. Yeah. Fuck off, man. Promise fulfilled. You give people time to rest, maintain normal working hours, people feel ready to work hard again. Right. Perfect. You're not going to be working with the bourgeoisie hours. So our consumption is still ridiculous in terms of like its premium. Right, healthcare installation. Let's go for house installation. I'm primarily concerned with these ones working properly, because I want to stockpile more food, and these are my bottleneck for stockpiling food. You know what we are short here of? An agitator. There. And an agitator here. Just to make sure that the prisoners are getting brainwashed properly. I mean, have entertainment.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Alright, this is good. I'll stockpile more corn. Unexpected guests. Refugees from Frostland. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors have reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come from a great distance and that many of them died along the way. The phrase "doom is coming" keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them. We will help them because this is a communist way. I was totally wrong about not getting any more people. Guardhouse over here. That's fine. Yes, we will help these people in the best way possible, in the communist way. Yes, I can. I can build one here, and I can build one here. Alright. Purpose. Well, pledge of loyalty. There you go. You wanted spies, you got them.
Listen, everyone. New law is
Or
signed.
informants, not spies. Completely different. Oh, yeah. Did that open up a bunch of my... No, it didn't. That's weird. Oh, these are the refugees that are coming. Alright. Let's get this
Let's
staffed.
march to work.
Ooh. Wow, holy smokes. I think I need another one. I'm making so much food, it's ridiculous. Cookhouse. You will cookhouse from here. Also within the range of vegetation, I think. So we're pretty much done with this one. We're pretty much done with this one. Let's get a couple more scouts, I guess. Well, and informers. Some workers want to see you. They've dragged an engineer with them, accusing him of disloyalty. He was reading us this, trying to turn us against you. One of the workers shoves a tattered book into your hands. Damned fool, snarls the engineer. It's Dickens. I've been trying to educate them. Yeah. Yeah, I want this guy. Well, I'm not a big fan of like not educating people, so this man isn't. And I'm sorry for any of the Dickens haters out there, but this is how this cookie's gonna crumble. Oh, wow. That's the third guy that's died from the duel. Additional scouts researched. Let's pull some more scouts out. Range. That That should max out our generator. Alright, so I think we're pretty good until the end of the day,
Brace yourselves.
or
Cold is
end of
coming.
the scenario. Because we stockpiled a shit of lot of coal, we got a shitload of food. I guess we could build a couple more prosthetics just in case.
Come, lads.
But
We
other
must
than
work
that,
harder.
we're golden. Oh, there we go. That's the chapter 3. Or act 3 or whatever it is. Refugees from Frostland, running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick. They say that some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way, and they will, and that they will die without our help. We'd never have survived it. Thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Mason warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. So, holy shit, that's a lot of people. Oh boy. Well, yeah, let's. So far, I managed to put enough people into houses, but there is another wave of refugees coming. So let's increase our healthcare facilities by 2. Alright, drive couplings. So yeah, this should cover the hothouses, and they will.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Alright, applause. Forceful persuasion. Vandal, liar, public enemy. Explaining to inmates the enormity of their wrongdoings in a more direct manner will return them to the society faster. Ability, force persuasion, prison. Reduces the time prisoners spend in prison. Prisoners may get hurt or killed. It can tell for ways. That's fine.
New law. A new
Fault
law
in the
has
system.
passed.
Sir, a man is protesting in front of the prison, screaming at the top of his lungs about the abuse of penitentiary system. Who are they locking up? He yells at anyone who passes by. Criminals or innocent people who dare to speak up. Think about it. What should we do about it? So, our prison is actually empty right now. Let him wave at the empty prison. Oh no, it's not empty. Holy crap. There is like a bunch of people there. Oh, whatever. It's regrettable, we have to use some measures. Oh, we don't have. Oh no, we have that. Ourselves. I want to put an automation there because we're not sure the wood. Maybe we have to build another one. And I'm going to put it back on the steel works. Alright, the second wave, the refugees from Frostland. Another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one. Many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. The hell? From the south? Well, Nathan led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. Should we let them in? Everyone is welcome. So I think we'll have to expand the living quarters into this place. That will cost us a steam pump. Actually, I can move this sucker back. No, I'll build this one over here. Yeah, look at that. Station because everybody likes to be guarded. Over here. And we'll build a fighting arena over here. And then cows. And we have room for more houses on this side. So do we have any more? Nope. No, we don't. I want to explore more. Pleasure Floyd, blackmail. Our propaganda center is reporting that a valuable informer is using her position to blackmail people. We received many useful tips from her since she signed the Pledge of Loyalty, but it turns out she's been choosing whom to report and whom to leave alone, depending on favors. Several others have started to do the same as well. I can leave them be and hope will fall slightly, or strike them from the list. I will lose several informers, which is fine. We need informers with integrity, not just random people doing random things. Someone was injured during the week. Our hospital capacity is overwhelmed. People are dying on the streets. Sickness is rampant. Also in the game I have a lot of sick people. Now, third wave. Third group of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and by tending to gravely ill and injured with them. Their leader, Nasan, isn't among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who were too ill to travel. Nasan among them. God have mercy on our soul. Great Frost is coming. Shall we let them in? Yeah, why the hell not? Holy crap, that's a lot of people. What lies ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observation. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Okay. In the meantime, this shifted and confused me. I think it was that way. Yeah. So this is actually south. So what we need is, well, I guess I was hoping there's going to be more ones to explore here, but apparently no. Alright. Well, you guys go over here. You guys go over here. You guys go over here. So I guess I'll need a bigger motors. the guard tower doesn't reach this. So I'm going to put a guard tower here, a guard tower here. No, I'll just put that over the house. Oh boy. Oh boy. Our healthcare system is overwhelmed. Alright, so I guess we'll go with heaters. You guys have the bourgeoisie hours of work anyways. Also, they will keep people. Heaters researched. Improve heaters researched. Oh yeah. Heaters efficiency. Right, so we have our final new order here. New order. With the introduction of the new order, all who voice doubts will be treated as traitors. Obedience is the highest virtue, without which the city cannot survive. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. Hope will never be a problem again. Londoners will have to renounce their views. A public execution space will be built. Some Londoners will be killed, but we already took care of them. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. Well, sir, people are rioting in the streets and are demanding that you stop the law. They say that order is about people working together to survive, not one man using people's lives as resource, seizing more power for himself and killing the freedom. Roughly a quarter of our people are determined to fight. The others are silent. So we can either go full order, or let's not make hasty decision. Just wait. Will's there already, so let's do it.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
Obedience. Hope is for the weak. We have strength and courage. We are the chosen ones. The last stand. We will prevail. Work in order. Winterholm fell, but we will succeed. This is truly communist. The night of changes. Dawn breaks and the streets are silent. You've declared our city the bastion of the strongest, toughest, and the most obedient people. There is no place in it for doubts, troublemakers, rebels, and reactionaries. Everyone who was threat to our unity, everyone who was a threat to the unity of our city under you as the leader of the new order has been dealt with. 24 citizens died. The rest have rejected their views. Hope will never be a problem again. No one will think in these categories anymore. It had to be done. What? 12 people died? I thought it was 24. No. Also, you may notice that the music is increasing a little bit in urgency, which is actually very difficult to notice because it was done so well. What the? Automations. Did they destroy a bunch of my automations? God damn it! I'm very peeved that they destroyed fucking automations. Execution platform. Sir, an execution platform has been set up by generator. Whenever you order it to be put to use, a public enemy will be executed. This will lower discontent greatly. I'm pissed about the automations. I kind of want to execute some fools because of it. Anyways, I guess we'll have to wait too. We have food for 10 days. We have 12 days of coal. The maximum settings everywhere. I guess we'll have more people coming in. Also, I should make a bunch of. Oh, yeah, we need to finish making these first. Because we have more people
What
that
is
do have
virtue? Praise our great leader.
Oh, right, I have a bunch of these guys. Okay. The train drops suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky points. On the way down, those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city quick. Well, let's bring them. These guys. We found the dying people Nassan refugees told us about. They're sheltered in an ice crevice on the verge of death. These people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Bring them to our city. And even more refugees. A group of barely alive people hiding in the several burrows stuck into piles of snow. Price of survival. These people are deathly ill. It's a wonder they're still alive. The snow burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day, and if we don't take them right now, they won't survive if we don't take them right now to the city. Let's bring them back. So, actually, we're at the day 33. Unfortunately, my voice is starting to go, so I think we'll call this a stream. And we will finish this off in the next episode. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching, and have a good time of the day to you, and hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you all here. Have a good one.